Hey there, welcome to day one of your protein push challenge. I'm first of all so incredibly proud of you for taking this step and wanting to learn about protein, the king of our macros, how we do that, why it's so important. Now, if you have not watched the video that I sent you a couple days ago, all about protein, and I go over the entire thing, the requirements of protein, what you want to be looking for, different fruit lists. I highly encourage you to go back, find that video and watch that so that you can feel more educated going into this. Now remember, this is a 5-day protein push challenge, but realistically, you can push it out as long as you want, and I'll explain that to you here in a little bit. Now, there's two reasons that you may be here. Maybe you're someone that knows the importance of protein, you've tracked your protein before, and you've just gotten a little off track, haven't checked in with yourself, and you need a little bit of push. Welcome, you're here. You're gonna be tracking your protein. You're gonna be really focusing on getting the optimal amounts of proteins back into your meal so that you can reap the benefits of protein. Number two, maybe you have never learned about protein, the importance of protein. You're super beginner in this. You've never even tracked your protein, let alone understand what it does for you. First of all, I'm so incredibly proud of you for taking this initiative with your health. And I promise you, if you put forth the actions that you need in order to implement the things that I'm going to be teaching you, you will reap the benefits of it. As always, everything can take its time, but I promise you, if you implement the steps that I'm teaching you and over time you stay consistent with that, you are going to see results quicker than you probably think. We're going to start with breakfast first. Now I'm going to be sending you an email for 5 days. We're going to do breakfast, we're going to do lunch, we're going to do snacks, we're going to do dinner, and then we're going to bring it all together. But like I said, you can spread it out if you want to. Here's what that may look like. You may say, hey, I'm going to only focus on breakfast for 3 days. You're going to make sure that you get optimal amounts of protein in for your breakfast, that first meal of the day for 3 days before you move on to lunch. That is completely fine. And for some people, that's less overwhelming. The statement, breakfast is the most important meal of the day, is not untrue. But what's even more important is that you make sure you get optimal amounts of protein in that first meal. I promise you, if you do this, you're going to notice that your energy lasts longer throughout the day. You're going to have less carb and sugar cravings and reaching for that extra candy and coffee to keep your energy up. Because if you watch that original video that I sent you, you're going to learn and understand and know why that is. And it also is a metabolism booster. We all want that. Now, for example, if you're a lady and you're focusing on this protein, your goal should be no less than 30 grams of protein per meal. If you're a guy that's doing this, your goal should be no less than 40 to 50 grams of protein per meal. Guys need more than girls. Plain and simple. Now, next step is if you have normally been getting around 40 to 60 grams of protein total in one day on average, the important part to understand here is you don't want to go from 40 to 60 grams on average to 120 grams all at one time. We like to do things gradually here, which is why I gave you that initial invitation to do breakfast for 3 days in a row before you move on to lunch. It's entirely up to you. You can make this whatever you want, but the habits and the consistency is what is going to get you there. I'm going to have some recipes, some protein examples in the email, so make sure you check those out. But for now, that is the overall breakfast day 1 lesson for you. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Please watch out for the second email tomorrow.